Hello everyone, and this is John Grande coming to you once again from DimeSoft Business Solutions, and I am the guy who loves to talk about Acumatica ERP. Today, we are going to be talking about AR recurring transactions. This is a workflow that works great for those of you who bill monthly for ongoing services. So let's go ahead and jump into the cloud and take a look. Here we are, back into Acumatica, and we're going to go ahead into the Finance Suite and jump into Accounts Receivable module. And the first thing we're going to do is create an invoice. However, we're not going to release this invoice, and you'll see in a few minutes why. So our customer is called Active Staffing. And let's go ahead and create our item, which is a non-stock item, by the way. And it is for performing monthly software maintenance. Quantity will be 1. The unit price will be $1,000. And we are going to save this, but we are not going to release it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to stay right here in the same work area of the same module, and we're going to go into recurring transactions. And this is where we're going to create our recurring transaction. We'll make the start date the first of the month. We will want it to expire 1 year from today. We will give it a limit of 12 transactions. We'll schedule it to occur monthly, and then we'll go down to the document list and choose our source, which is going to be the invoice we just created a few minutes ago. And I'll do that by going into the reference number column, and it should be the last transaction that I created. Here it is. And if I want to take a look at that invoice once again, I can simply click on the hyperlink, because you know every time you see a hyperlink inside of Acumatica, that means you could drill down and get to that document. And here is the invoice we created a few minutes ago. And that's everything I need for now. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. We're not going to run it. And the reason we're not going to run it is because I'm going to show you how to do this as part of a process as opposed to just a one-time transaction. So we'll go into the Processes tab, and we're going to go to Generate Recurring Transactions. Now in reality, there's more than likely going to be a really long list, or a list of at least more than just one recurring transaction. But we'll only have one because that's the one we just created. And anytime you see a document like this, most of the time you're going to see a schedules icon. We can actually put this on a schedule for this process to be managed automatically. But we're going to do it manually for the purposes of this demo. So I'm going to select the transaction we just created. Once again, if I want to be sure this is the one that I want to run, I can click on that link and it'll take me right to the page. And you can see this is what we just created a few minutes ago. And I'm going to check the box and choose Run. You see it only took about a second. So next step is we're going to go to the form that says Release AR Documents. And here's the document that we created but still needs to be released. And if I want to take a look at it, once again I can click on this hyperlink and it'll take me to the document, my source document. I'm going to check the box and I'm going to choose Release. Now, if we go back to the recurring transaction that we had created, we have to select the schedule ID. It's the only one in the system. If I go to the Generated Documents tab, you will see a list of all the transactions that have been created as a result of this recurring transaction. In this case, it's only one. And I could always drill down and look at the actual transaction. if I go back to generate recurring transactions, I'm already getting a warning because this has already been done, but I can take a look where I can review what's going to be due at the 1st of next month. This is very useful if I want to take a look and see what's going to be up and coming. So that's how to generate a recurring AR transaction. I hope it was useful. I know I had fun showing this to you. If you should have any questions, feel free to call me directly at 951-928-1990, extension 212, or feel free to send me an email at jgrande@dimesoftinc.com. Thank you once again, and I'll be looking forward to doing our next video together.